Yeah, yeah, Grammarly, easy one. Cool. So we'll tie it up with the last two. Let's quickly talk about Riverside. So Mustafa and I started this podcast, I don't know, half a year ago at this point, and we were looking for a way. We didn't just want to do audio. We're like, if we're gonna catch up, prep, do these episodes, interview people, it'd be great to have video. Like, it's just crazy in today's age not to have at least video and audio. So finding a solution that was like reasonably priced and gave us high quality video that we could, chop up, cut, and ultimately upload was difficult. But Riverside, I like it a lot. I would give it, for the price, and we don't pay a lot. I forget what we pay for annually, but it wasn't anything crazy. The quality is good. The UI is fairly simple, and for the half dozen guests that we've interviewed, we haven't had a ton of technical issues. So I also think that it's gotten better month over month too. Like, I think maybe they're making performance enhancements. We just noticed today that there was some UI updates, but the one thing that when I was thinking about starting a podcast years ago, I said, it just seems like too much work. So I want something that can do a lot of this out of the box for me, especially for people that are doing this as a passion project, side hustle, whatever you want to call it. And I think Riverside gives you the rails to keep it simple, but also have quality in mind. What about you, Mustafa?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think when we're looking at different solutions, OBS kept coming up quite a bit. I think it was OBS and link it to YouTube. But a lot of these tools required a lot of setup and knowledge of the setup. And obviously, we're just doing this on the side for fun more than anything else. So Riverside really made it simple. I mean, you can use it for free. And then the paid service provides the video as well. I think that you have like a certain file space per month that you can get, so which is quite good if you're just doing an audio podcast. And then you just download it, and you have the studio, which has everybody's recording is separate, and then Riverside can help combine that for you, which is what we do with our videos. Audios we just download as individual files and then use GarageBand to edit them like that. But yeah, no, it's really, really cool. It's gotten much better over the last few months as we've started using it. So yeah, I definitely recommend if you're interested in creating a podcast.
Any like things you would change about Riverside? Like, I mean, you're the mastermind behind a lot of the editing. Is there anything that could make your creation process easier?
I think if they were to combine some of the video editing tools that we saw earlier with what's called Video or Vid.io.
Yeah. I wish we got closed captioning out of the box. I think that's an easy one that would work.
Yeah.
Would make everything a lot easier.
I think, because we upload stuff to YouTube, I think YouTube may provide some of that as well. But if there was like basic video editing stuff, so if we could put, like when we talk about websites, would be a nicer way to actually screen capture and put stuff in there. You can do a separate video when recording, but sometimes that's a bit of a pain when it comes to the editing process. So a very simple editing tool would be nice. Like if it was even like to the same level as Paint, like on Microsoft Paint, that would be enough just to make it like the whole process. So then you can just download the complete video and upload that direct to YouTube and completely cut out any other video editing thing. And the same with the podcast. So if they just made those editing tools just a bit visual, I think that would make the tool complete. Like then we won't have to. We just record and create and download everything within the tool. And it's all web based, which is great. So yeah, no. That would be the only thing I would change, I guess.
Yeah, I totally. The web-based piece is so underrated, but being able to quickly copy and paste the URL to guests, like the guest setup to me, just sending a URL, having high quality video, audio. They have tests in place as well, so you can validate that like your video looks good, your audio levels are good. So again, for not being experts in podcasting or content creation, best way to kind of get started. With very little like onboarding and ramp up time.
Yeah, I mean, our guests have all commented on that. It's like we just send them a link, we press record, they chat, and that's it. They require nothing but a browser and a mic and whatever. So it's been great, like for that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree
Thank
more.
you for listening to today's episode of Design Huddle. The opinions expressed are solely our own and do not express the views or opinions of our employer.